So my name is Joshua West. I'm 20 years old. I'll be 21 this year. I was born with HED, which is hypohidrotic ectodermal dysplasia. And so growing up, I didn't really know what it was. Well, honestly, none of my family did, because being from Mineola, you know, there's just small town doctors and stuff. But we never even really knew it until I think I was like 4 months old, about 4 months old. We went to the dentist and nobody knew what was happening. Like nobody could tell me what was going on. And so I ended up having to go to Baylor in Dallas to the specialist and get seen. I think then I was probably 2 years old. I was probably 2 years old then. And they had just told me what I had and explained it to my family. It affects my sweat glands really bad. So it's like you usually have around like up to at least 4 million sweat glands in your body. And I have not even a third of it. It's crazy. Well, so it affected that and it affected my teeth. And my teeth looked like, basically just looked like little triangles in my mouth. There's like a bunch of baby teeth everywhere. And once they figured out, they tried to come up with a plan on like getting dentures early on, just so I could kind of grow up with them. But the dentists were saying that it's almost, your mouth grows with you. So it's like, until I turned at least 18, 19, they did not want to do any sort of procedure because it could detrimentally affect my mouth forever. And so I didn't even want to go through with it at that point when I knew that. But it never really affected me because that's just who I was, you know, it's me. I didn't get to choose it. So that's just how it was for me. So going to school and everything, it wasn't too hard. It was just, once I got into high school, I was definitely like, I talked to my grandma and I was just like, I really want to get my teeth done, but there was nothing we could do. And so I just had to, you know, bite the grenade again and just kind of toughen up and deal with it, which, you know, wasn't hard because all my friends, you know, growing up in a small town, being really close to a lot of people, you know, people really care about you. It's not just people know you, you know, it's a real love thing. It's real nice to see. That's why I like being from smaller towns, because I've lived in bigger cities and I don't like the environment, because I know that if I would have been growing up in San Antonio compared to here, it would have been way worse, no doubt. The way I got in touch with Dr. Keith is really a story itself. It's crazy. So I myself got online after getting in touch with my mom, because my mom's like one of my top. My mom and my grandma are, at least with this ordeal with my condition, they're like the go-getters with it. They wanted to hunt it down and get it right head on what was happening. Well, so my mom had been looking in San Antonio and she had found a couple specialists, but they were way too pricey, like a whole lot of money. And so my grandma looked back down here and talked to her coworkers and friends, and they actually referred Dr. Keith. And so I actually gave him a call personally myself and just explained to him and just talked to him about kind of how everything was going. And I just had my grandma give him a call after. I was like, you know, 2 phone calls about it, maybe, you know. And he finally was just kind of like, yeah, come in and we'll give it a look. And then, because the problem was they'd never dealt with it before. Nobody really has. I mean, it's a very, very rare condition. And so it's one of those things where it's a risk, you know. That's probably how they would have looked at it, because it, you know, I would have looked at it that way too. But luckily, they're amazing. They came in, we did all the scans, they looked at everything. We did it about 3 times over just to be 100% precise. And then after we got it all done, I mean, it was probably a week then getting everything planned out. And then Dr. Keith took me in and I got my top and bottom fully done with zirconia. It looks great. For me, it's different than just getting my teeth done. It's, you know, it's like I needed it, because with my syndrome, I only had 7 adult teeth in my whole mouth. Like growing up, I would have if I would have lost all my teeth in one time, I would have only had 7 come back. And so, you know, it's wild. So I needed it. And then, you know, my grandma really pushed and pushed for it to happen. And we got it to happen. And so, you know, this is where we are. It's amazing. It's a year in. Now it's life-changing. Now that I've got my surgery done, I mean, I can, like my grandma said yesterday when I was here getting my teeth cleaned, I don't think she'd seen me smile since I was like 8 years old, since I'd been conscious of my teeth, you know, and what other people were seeing, not just how I felt about it. So I just kind of started lip smiling a little bit, just grinning, not really showing my teeth. But now with these, it's crazy. I can't stop smiling. You know, it's like anywhere I go, anything I do, it's just always smiling. And it's amazing. It's changed my eating, breathing, honestly, changed everything, my mouth space in my mouth. It's 10 out of 10 better, way better than before. It's wild.